Hey everybody, welcome to Thistlehawk Homestead. It's night before we go camping, so we're going to do our prep or our mise en place, if you would, to get ready for camping. Now remind you, it's only roughing if you don't take care of it ahead of time. So camping for us is what can we do ahead of time so that way it makes it easy the day of. So I'm going to turn this around. We're going to talk about some sliders that we've prepared, and that'll be for dinner Saturday night. So we're going to flip that around. All right. As you can see, we have two different sliders. These are all chicken-based. My wife and I tend to like a lot of ground chicken. This is our Asiago spinach, which you guys have seen before. And here's one that you haven't seen before. This is a sweet chili chicken burger. And that's going to go with a nice crispy, quick pickle Asian cucumber topping. So it's got soy, rice wine vinegar, a little sugar, and a little sesame oil, and then roasted peanuts in there. So we're going to try this. It's already pickling up nice. I figure the overnight in the refrigerator will take care of that real well. As far as the chicken burgers themselves, it's the same basic process, okay? So there's 1.5 pounds of ground chicken in here. There is probably, I would say, a third of a cup of mayonnaise in each one. Okay, you need the mayonnaise. You need that fat with chicken or turkey. Okay, they just cook up too dry, so you need that balance. Now that being said, they each have garlic in there. The Asiago chicken burgers have a straight panade, whereas the Asian burgers have more of a breadcrumb mix. It was a lot moister with the soy sauce that's in there, the sweet chili, the mayonnaise. Was a lot more liquid introduced to this. So we had to go with a straight up breadcrumb rather than doing a wet panade. A panade, for those don't know, you take bread and you freeze it, you shave it on a grater, or you grate it down. You can even dice it real small and then cover it in milk. Once it's absorbed all the milk, you get rid of all the extra milk, and you can use the bread that's sucked up the milk to thicken or basically act as your breadcrumbs. It's called a panade, P-A-N-A-D-E. Okay? Look it up, use it. It creates a very different textural feel. Okay? We like using panade more than we like using breadcrumbs. Okay? So what we've done here is I've taken my large scoop that I do my regular burgers in, and I've just scooped each one and cut them in half. Okay? Cut them in half, laid them all out, and then I took you can see the forms kind of a little bit there where I pressed it in. The white is actually pan spray, so I sprayed it all down, took a glass, the bottom of a small glass, sprayed that down, and then pressed them all down to get them all kind of even height. I'm going to freeze these overnight, and they're going to go into our freezer and help us keep the rest of the food in there cold, but at the same time, it'll be thawed by the time we get to it Saturday night. So that's our dinner for tomorrow, Saturday for camping. I really think it's Friday already, don't I? So we're going to do that. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for topping it on the Asiago spinach. Almost like a roasted garlic aioli, or even a pomodoro style aioli, which is tomato, garlic, fresh basil mixed with a little mayonnaise. I think I may do that just to give it that tang, which will play with the spinach and the Asiago. The more I talk about it, the more I think that that's kind of the way to go. So anyways, happy eating, everybody. It's great talking to y'all. Hey, just so that y'all know, we have reached 100 followers, which I find amazing that 100 of you folks really have an interest in what I'm doing over here. And saying thank you so much for the attention and the following. I really appreciate everything that you do and the feedback you give. And if there's something you want to see on the page, cooking wise or gardening wise or mead making, I'm kind of keep myself out of the beekeeping business for the moment. I have to carry EpiPens now. But if there's something y'all want to see, let me know, and we'll do our best to get a video out on how to take care of certain things. Okay. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. You guys be good. Take care of yourselves, and thanks for tuning in to Thistlehawk Homestead.